Welcome to the Riff Report After Hours. Today it's the greenest corner of the internet
Right.
because it's St. Patty's Day.
There it is. Hell yeah. Eh,
Just for that,
Thank
when
you.
I think of St. Patrick's Day, I think of the outside of Ireland. I think in the United States, when you think about St. Patrick's Day, you think about Chicago. I
Right.
mean, there is no city that maybe Boston, but I think Chicago celebrates uh St. Patrick's Day way harder than anybody else.
Right.
And because of that, I'm going to hit you guys with some more.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it for me. I don't have any Malort at my house. Thanks, man.
But here after hours, we are the greenest corner of the internet. And I'm Ryan.
And I'm Tyler.
And we're here to get a little goofy and spooky and just any kind of ooky that you can think of.
And so ookie.
Maybe a little dookie. Who
Right.
knows? After
We'll
enough
see.
Malort, you'll have enough dookie.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we're gonna do some silly shit tonight. And Tyler's the one that's picked this out for us. So what the
Yes.
fuck are we doing?
All right, so this one I think is going to be a little fun. This is not going to be a team effort. This is on you, dude. We were just talking about this, but we are doing, yes, beer of the band. I figured it was the perfect thing to do for St. Patty's Day weekend. I mean, it's going to be past St. Patty's Day when we drop way past when we drop this, but it's the week. Hey,
Who fucking cares?
right? Who gives a shit? But what we're doing today is we are pairing beers with bands. Pretty self-explanatory. I have chosen, carefully curated a list of 10 bands for you that I'm gonna list off, and you're gonna pick a fucking beer that you think of when you hear about the band, whether the fans are drinking it, whether the band's drinking it, whether it just you see that beer brand and you're like, oh, dude, I need to listen to this band. You know what I mean? It just reminds you of them. That's what we're gonna do. So, without further ado, we're gonna kick this off. Now, the first two bands I picked are perfect for St. Patty's Day. The rest of the list is just gonna devolve from there because if I would have picked all Celtic Irish bands, we've all got one beer in mind. And we talked about it to be really funny, but we're not going to do that. We're going to make this at least interesting for you folks. So, talked about it on the Wednesday release. We're wearing green. We talked about Boston. The first band on this list, the Dropkick Murphys. What beer do you think of when you think of Dropkick Murphys?
Well, buddy, I think the funny thing about this is that what you're alluding to was that we're just gonna say Guinness for everything.
Right. That is exactly what I was alluding to. Yeah, you fingered me out, bro.
But um, sorry, BUT, not fingered your butt. Anyways, I was not thinking Guinness
Whoa.
for Dropkick Murphys.
Okay.
I'm throwing a little wrench into things here.
Okay.
And Dropkick Murphys, they're from Boston.
Right.
You know
They
what
are.
beer is big in Boston?
What beer is that?
Sam Adams Boston Lager.
Boston Lager. All right. Yeah.
Boston Lager.
Solid.
I'm picking Boston Lager.
All right.
It's not. I mean, Guinness could have worked, but I don't think they're just drinking Guinness. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm gonna be typing these out because I want to showcase these. I think I'm gonna work some edits. I'm gonna work some edit magic later. So
Okay. All right.
all right, we're picking Sam Adams Boston Lager.
I like.
That's gonna be my cue.
Hell yeah.
Sick. All right, that's a pretty solid choice, I think, for the Dropkick Murphys. You're thinking way more ahead than me, because, like I said, you're more of the beer guy, you know. Yeah. All right. So next up, we've got the Pogues.
Yep.
I think once again, this is another perfect St. Patty's Day Irish jiggy kind of band.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got a lot of classics that are definitely fucking Irish, because that's the Pogues, dude. But yeah, what
Yeah.
band or what beer are you thinking of with this band?
Well, to throw a wrench into your plan again, um, even though these guys come off as Irish, they're actually from the UK.
Yeah, I literally just found that. I looked that up and I was like, "Oh, fuck, what an idiot. What do I know?
Yeah.
Nothing." That's why
No,
you
it's all
took this
right.
over. Thanks, man, for
I mean, they definitely have Celtic Irish vibes.
right.
So and who knows where all of the members are from?
Right.
There's probably a good amount of Irish folk in the group. But going with the UK vibes, I'm gonna say I think they're probably crushing some Newcastle brown ale, dude.
Okay.
I think that's the solid choice, Maybe some Guinness Extra mixed into there every once in a while, but
Okay.
they're putting back Newcastle's
Gotcha. Okay.
left and right.
Is that one word or two words? Because I don't know shit about.
Newcastle
Yeah.
is one word.
Okay. Sick. All right.
One word.
I just looked them up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I love the art on it. The color profile of that bottle. It's
Have you never
very.
had a
I've never.
Newcastle?
No, I've never had a Newcastle, dude. I drink Modelo. I drink Yingling now because it's in Michigan. Find
Yeah.
it at your local store. Um,
Yep.
fuck PBR, dude. I don't know. I just kind of drink honestly, what everybody else gets. If I'm buying beer, I'm buying Modelo. If somebody else bought beer, we're probably drinking. Honestly, some of the guys in the group drink IPAs, and I'm not an IPA guy. Or like I said, PBR. It's just easy. So
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I've never had a
All right.
Newcastle, but seems like a solid choice. It's English. It's a brown ale. They're probably eating beans with that shit, dude. Watching football.
Beans.
Yeah.
Nice.
Solid choice. I'll take your word for it. All right. Um, let's see. Next up, this is where the list completely goes to shit, but I think in a good way. It's gonna give us some
Maybe.
variety. We'll see.
Yeah.
But we've been talking about them. We love them, and I hope you do too, listeners. But I have selected the Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza as our next band. What beer reminds you of the Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza, Ryan?
Yeah, dude. This one threw me through a bit of a loop. But I know that the Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza are based out of Tennessee, specifically a suburb of Nashville.
Uh-huh.
And given their eclectic taste in music, I'm going to say that I think they have an eclectic taste of beer. And it would be easy for me to just throw any old cheap beer at the wall.
Right.
But I don't think that's what they're doing. I think they're hanging out, they're spending some time in Nashville, and they're hanging out at the brewery that I've been to out in Nashville.
Okay.
I think they're hanging out at Tennessee Brew Works, and I think they're probably drinking Hippies and Cowboys IPA from Tennessee Brew Works. This place was pretty cool, and I highly recommend it for anybody that's in Nashville. Even if you're there overnight. I made a little pit stop on my way back from Jacksonville, Florida, a handful of years back, because I drove the whole entire way to Jacksonville from Michigan. The first time around, turns out I can't mentally handle that whole entire drive. So on the way back home, we decided to leave a day early, stopped in Nashville, got an Airbnb, and went out, got some dinner and a couple drinks before heading back home the next morning. And we stopped at this place, and it was fucking sweet.
Hell yeah.
It's like a quadruple level place. So like
Jesus.
they've got like a dual, it's like on a fucking mountain or on a hill. So
right. Okay.
they've got like a dual level patio out front.
Uh-huh.
And then they've got the main level of the tap room, and then they've got a balcony level of the tap room.
Jesus.
So it's huge, and it was fucking awesome place. But they were super hospitable. I tried all their beers via a flight. Got their Nashville hot chicken sandwich, and it was delicious.
Nice.
But yeah, I think Tony Dan's is drinking that craft beer.
Yeah, seems about right. Hell yeah, you put a lot of thought into that one. I'm pleasantly surprised. I was hoping for this, but goddamn, dude, that's awesome. Plus, you put in some personal experience, and that's even better, dude. I love that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's move on to the next one. I've got Converge coming on up, converging on the scene. Exactly. I'm a newfound fan of them. I won't shut up about that. And I'm going to keep saying it because you keep giving me shit about it. So let's talk about it, dude. What kind of beer do you think Converge is drinking? People who listen to Converge are drinking? Let's go. What beer's reminding you of them?
Yep. All right. So this might piss some people off, but Converge is pretty old school. I'm listening to Concubine by on the 2001 record Jane Doe right now.
Nice.
But which is their best album, hands down. I don't think anybody can argue that. But these guys, I mean, their first album came out in 1995, so they're, they've been around for a while. They've been around the block.
Yeah.
Well before the craft beer scene, kicked off. So I would normally consider some of these metal guys to be into the craft beer scene, and I'm sure these guys are. But I think when they first got started, I think they're just drinking cheap beer, dude. They're going Fiddler style, dude. They're drinking cheap beer.
So what?
So what, dude?
Fuck you, dude. You. Right, exactly.
And I think these guys are drinking PBRs, dude. I think they're putting back the blue ribbon, dude.
Uh-huh. Hell yeah.
I think they're blue ribbon in it.
It's my favorite choice so far, dude. It's so cool. It's the only one I know. I know Sam Adams. They're pretty large in charge and corporate and shit. So PBR with Converge. That makes sense, dude. You're just trying to crush as many beers as you can. Get this fucking pit going, you know what I mean? You're with your boys.
Yep.
You're going a little crazy, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's a solid solid choice. Well, that one was a little quick. Let's go across the pond, even farther than actually going across the pond as we understand it. We've got At the Gates coming up, dude. At the Gates. You need to make a decision, dude. What are we thinking?
Yeah, dude. This one was hard because At the Gates is from Sweden.
Yep.
I'm not super familiar with beer in Sweden. So to my knowledge, I think they're pretty heavy in the lagers. I also think that they're all about, old culture and whatnot. So I think mead and wine are probably pretty heavy in that region as well. I would go ahead and say, I think I'm just gonna flat out say, I'll just say any sort of Swedish lager. I'm gonna take the easy route,
Okay.
and not pick a specific beer because I don't know. I do
Okay.
on Wikipedia right now. It does say in Sweden. Says okay, so Swedish law defines 2 alcohol thresholds. Beer must be below
No.
3.5%, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Beer above the. Okay, so if it's above 3.5, it can only be sold in like their government stores
Oh,
to people
gotcha.
20 or above, and in
Yep.
pubs, 18 or above. I don't know if they're that looks like a yeah, the system company. Yeah, that's what it stands for.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's controlled stuff.
Okay.
And then
But
yeah,
it does say that within the 3.5% threshold, many brands such as Heineken, Carlsberg, and Pilsner Urquell are sold in 2 different versions in Sweden. Given those big names here, I'll pick Pilsner Urquell
okay.
for at the gates. I think it's a Czech beer, but it's a solid lager. So I'll go with that.
Hell yeah.
Going with that.
Sick.
Not Swedish,
Right.
but close enough.
Exactly. Right. I also love this fact. Reading probably that's under the classification part on this Wikipedia page. Beers below 2.25% are considered a light beverage, and anyone at any time can drink those. They're sold anywhere. They don't give a fuck. Damn.
I mean, I'm kind of with you, dude. If it's below 2.25, it ain't getting anything done, dude.
Exactly.
You're
It's
gonna be
practically
pissing
water.
more.
Dude, our
Yeah,
light
you're
stripes
gonna
at
be
work,
pissing more.
it's 3%. And when people are like, oh, how is it? I'm like, you're practically drinking water, you know?
Yeah.
Crush them, dude. It's fine. You'll be all right. So, hell yeah. That, it took a little research and time. Yeah, I like that. Well, we're gonna have to rinse and repeat this thought process a little bit,
Yeah,
but
do this again.
I'm putting In Flames on this list afterward. That they're next
Yeah.
up. What beer are the In Flames guys drinking?
Yeah, I fucking hate you, dude. Um, well, let's see. I was trying to do a little bit of research because I'm pretty sure that In Flames has come out with a beer collaboration in the past. And I was trying to figure out what that was and who it was with. And now the internet's making me look like a fucking idiot. And I can't find it.
Well, I see a gin that they have.
Ew. I'm just kidding. Gin's not bad.
Whiskey, hot sauce. Yeah, I'm not really
Yep.
seeing any beers. I'm seeing more harder spirits.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm gonna get weird with it, dude.
All right.
I think I'm going to go off of the fucking I'm going to go off the beaten path here, and I'm going to say I think that at the gates, I think they're drinking a nice light white wine.
At the gates?
Yeah, by
You're
the
gonna
bottle.
change that.
No.
In Flames?
No. In Flames, sorry.
Okay.
I think In Flames is drinking white wine. I think they're crushing some pretty classy but also spooky looking bottles of white wine on stage, and I think they're just taking them straight from the bottle. They
Right.
don't care.
All right. I'm typing that out so I can remember when I do this edit. Uh,
Perfect.
Straight up bottle rips, bro.
Bottle rips of wine, dude.
Right. But also classy style, you know? Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting take, dude. I figured you'd pick like a spirit or something. They got whiskey, they got gin, but you picked white wine. That's a little out of left field. Interesting
That's
choice.
very Swedish of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Said they're no, I was like Sweden, yeah, they're like neutral and shit. No, that's Switzerland. Classic
Yeah.
American fucking ignorance right there.
Right.
All right, cool. Love where you're taking it. Now, we're coming back into the States. We're finishing this off strong. I know a lot of these bands you're into, so maybe I don't know if they're going to be quick or maybe there's going to be some thought put in these ones as well, but you love them. You talk about them all the fucking time. I hear it enough from you. Military Gun, bro. What are you drinking when you listen to Military Gun? What really brings you into that moment?
Yeah. Well, I drink what I normally drink, which is Malort and Mexican lager.
Right.
But I think Military Gun themselves, they are from LA area. So I'm taking region heavily into account here.
Right. Yeah, fair.
But I think them being from LA, I think the biggest brewery in California, biggest craft brewery in California is Stone Brewing.
Okay.
And given the look, given the marketing, the design aspect behind it, I think that's where they would head to, because they're like, you could tell they're like hardcore dudes that are like just into like lighter stuff, you know?
Right.
So I'm gonna say they're putting back some Arrogant Bastard Ale by Stone Brewing.
Okay. What kind of ale is that?
It's just an ale.
Oh, just an ale, dude. Yeah, they didn't.
Just an ale, dude.
Nothing.
No, it's but they call it Arrogant Bastard Ale. But it's like it's not quite an IPA. It's just like it's just a heavy hoppy ale.
Okay.
That if let me see here if it's got an ABV, it's 7.2%. So it hits you. I used to listen to this. So it was released in 1997. It's been going for a while.
Right.
But I used to get bombers of this back in the day. I don't know if you're familiar with a bomber, but it's those big, tall beer bottles. They're I don't know how many ounces are in them, but they're like 2 pints, basically. 2 12-ounce beers in a bomber. But yeah, I used to get those all the time.
22 ounces is a bomber.
Yeah, there you go. So,
gotcha.
So yeah, I used to get those a lot when I first got into craft beer.
Hell yeah, sick. Yeah, it's described as having an intense bitter hop profile, a deep amber color, and a bold malty backbone that challenges drinkers. And I think that seems pretty fair for Military Gun. Seem too challenging to listen to them, but you know what I mean? I feel like that's a fair cop, bro.
Yeah.
Sick. Let's attach that so I can remember for later. Sick. All right. The Arrogant Bastard Ale. Great choice. All right. Next up, we've only got a few more bands left. This is another band. I failed to mention this on the last one, but these guys are headlining a show we're going to very fucking soon. Less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
yeah,
we are going to see Joyce Manor. Sorry. I didn't know that.
It's all right.
My bad.
You're good. Yeah, you're fine.
But
We've already talked about it
they're
enough. Don't worry.
yeah, we're going to see Joyce Manor with Military Gun and Teen Mortgage and at the Salt Shed in Chicago. So grab your tickets if you want to come hang out with us. We also found out our buddy Kyle from Soothsayer Hot Sauce. Soothsayer Hot Sauce is going to be joining us at the show. So it'll be a hoot of a time.
It's gonna be a rip-roaring good time. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Pizza date at Pizza Planet, bro. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to Sharpie's Pizza beforehand for some Detroit style pizza in Chicago. And believe it, I mean, fucking just come out and buy us a beer and come do a Malort shot with us.
Exactly. Hell yeah. I'm excited. But yeah, okay. Shameless plug over. Joyce Manor. What beer reminds you of them, Ryan?
Yeah, I should have been more prepared. I'm trying to put them on their new album on right now.
Oh yeah.
I used to go to this bar.
Yeah.
But there we go. That's better. It's got get me into the mood of things.
Right. Yeah.
This is another band that is from California, of course. So I can't sit here and just pick California craft beer companies.
Right.
Like I'd like.
Because hey, they're touring across the U.S. Maybe they have a different. Sorry for yawning. Different favorite beer from somewhere else.
How fucking dare you yawn?
I know. How dare I? Hey man, it's getting late and we're getting old. All right.
That's true. It is currently 11:30
Jesus
Eastern time.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. So Joyce Manor, their vibe, they got like crusty emo pop punk vibes.
Nice.
I think they're drinking some sort of domestic light lager of sorts. I don't think they're going the craft route. Which to be honest with you is my preferred route. I'm not gonna judge.
I don't know. You're kind of a crusty emo fucking punk guy. Like, I feel like they're right there with you, but that's my opinion. It's not my episode.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I'm drinking dirty domestic light lagers, dude.
Fair. Also fair. Yeah. We only drink craft at work when it's available, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
I'm gonna say I think these guys are drinking. Let me just check something real quick before I put my foot in my mouth.
Can I throw out what I think? Because I already have a beer in mind.
Yeah, please.
Michelob Ultra, dude.
Gross.
I think they're watching their calories, dude.
Man, I would be so upset if you fucking said that about my band. I thought about going Coors Banquet.
Okay.
But just because it's got a classic like pop punk emo vibe, you know what I mean?
Right.
The can itself, the design, everything just seems very emo pop punk.
Right.
But I think that they're a little more eclectic than that, and I'm going Rolling Rock.
Okay.
I think they're putting back cases of Rolling Rock, dude.
Hell yeah. I think you just went through a few beers that I definitely know you're fucking drinking, and you just want to be so attached to this.
I think so, maybe.
But that's fine. I could definitely see that. Just going to grab a case, fucking hey, just pop on down to the grocery store, get us some Rolling Rock. We're simple guys, you know. Just fucking let's go. Let's do it. Some Rolling Rocks. Yeah. Solid.
I'm not against Rolling Rock by any means.
That's awesome. Alrighty. We've got the SET. We're finishing this episode off with a couple of fucking hard ass bands. We've been talking about these guys for several weeks now. They just had their album drop. And a lot of drama around these guys. So what dramatic beer do you think the SET, actually these guys, the guys that are in the band now probably aren't as dramatic as some other guys who were involved. But
Correct.
yeah, what do you think the SET is drinking? Or
This one,
fans are drinking?
I've got figured out.
Okay.
These guys are hardcore.
Yeah.
They're not fucking around.
Right.
And that means that they're not fucking around when it comes to picking out what kind of beer they're drinking.
Right.
They're going for a beer that I've been getting into a lot lately, which is Natty Light.
All right.
Natural Light.
That's
right
so
here.
gross, dude. Ew.
It's not gross. It's actually way better than you think it is.
Voted by brewmasters around the U.S. as one of the tastiest beers, right?
Exactly.
And these guys are making beer all the time, so
one of the tastiest of shitty beers.
Exactly. All right.
But yeah, dude, don't let the fucking shitty label steer you wrong.
Let me tell you why I said that. I worked at a gas station for several years, and now my view is askew because this gas station was in Eau Claire, literally right up the road from your house. And the people that would, yeah, I'm sorry, I gave out personal information. Oh my God, they're gonna track you, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you said that my fucking shitty little hillbilly town.
You can have it, dude. That's fine. I'm out of there, bro. I'm all yuppie and shit. I'm over here by the beach. I'm having a great time. I've got my long surfer hair, bro. Come on. I'm out of there. I didn't fit in over there, all right? But you?
Yeah.
I think you were the perfect addition to the city, bro. You're popping pellet gun shots at local squirrels and animals and also raising them. You have a small farm now. Or shelter, whatever. Anyways, besides the point. So my reasoning for that is the people that would come in and buy cases of this shit were some of the grossest looking people I've ever seen. So I'm just automatically correlating that. Now they had the old style of can. I'm not gonna say old style, because the old style looking fucking thing that they got going on now with Natural Light is actually pretty fucking sweet. Like emblem that they got on there,
dope,
dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of dope, dude.
Their new cans are better.
Yeah, that like silver can, the silver, red, and blue one, garbage. Awful. Get that shit out of here. So bad. And that's what I'm thinking of when I think of Natural Light. I'm looking at this new can.
Yep.
I'd drink it. Honestly.
Yep.
I'd feel a little classy. I think they did that on purpose. They needed people to be like, all right,
respect them.
Exactly, right. Like let's do some better marketing, guys. Like we're the lowest of the low right now. Let's pick it back up. And here they are.
I was gonna say, dude, I'm not talking about natty daddies. I'm not talking about natter
even
days.
Worse, right? Oh,
I'm talking about.
Excuse me, what?
Natural natter days, dude.
Natter days? What the fuck are you saying? You ain't never seen that? No,
that was a big thing like a year or two ago.
Okay.
They're shandies.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it. Right, introduced in 2019, strawberry lemonade. Natural Light, bro. Get out of here.
Bad. Awful.
That's a cigarette mom drink if I've ever seen one.
Facts.
Jesus.
It's got a shitty plastic flamingo lawn ornament on the box.
Oh my God.
That's how you know it's white trash.
Exactly.
That belongs in Florida if I've ever seen it.
Amen, dude. All right. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm straight up only new vintage logo guy. But dude, for like $19 for a 30 pack, dude, you can't go wrong, dude.
You can't beat that.
I'm just saying.
Right. Hell yeah. The old dirty 30.
Dirty 30, dude.
All All right, this is our final band for After Hours beer of the band. Um, the Barbarians of, you guessed it, California. What are they drinking? What are fans drinking? What signifies the chaotic, hardcore, fucking energy? Malort. The last answer is Malort.
Yeah, they're not doing bottle rips of Malort. I'll tell you that much.
I don't know, man. I feel like they would.
Nope. I think I'm
right.
going to piss you off.
What we got?
Hold on. I'm trying to put them on right now.
Okay.
Just because I want to. I'm going to
Yeah,
listen
right.
to some pseudo intellectuals are hating on my band.
Hell yeah.
No, I did think about this a little bit. So, Barbarians of California. I'm assuming they're from California.
Yeah, I would think so.
I just want to make sure before I go sound
Yeah,
like an
right.
idiot. I'm assuming.
Yeah, they don't even have a. I don't even think they have
They don't even have a Wikipedia, dude.
Dang, that's crazy.
What the fuck?
They have like an About Us on their
Yeah,
fucking.
where the fuck do you even get any
going
information on this?
All right,
band?
what does Instagram say? Does it give them a location? Nah. Okay, well
They
here's
are from north of Los Angeles.
all right. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Bruno, the singer.
Yeah.
He was raised in Westlake Village, which is just north of LA.
Gotcha.
With the other dudes being from California as well. So
that makes sense.
I'm not an idiot.
Right.
Yeah, I like these guys. Don't get me wrong. I love what's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I like the energy they're bringing. I was very surprised to hear this work, especially knowing that they are from AWOL Nation.
Right.
But given that fact, Aaron Bruno is a little bit of a pretty boy, isn't he?
I feel like he tries to give off that vibe. I don't know.
He's got like a grungy, like pretty boy vibe to him. Which I think he's putting off some hipster vibes, dude.
Right. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I'm just saying, I think he's putting off hipster vibes. So I think he's going back to the roots of California, dude. And if you know anything about craft beer and the beginning of the scene, you would know that in California, a brewery named Anchor Brewing kicked off craft beer with some of their styles that they put out. But hold on, I'm trying to pull up some information real quick on Anchor. So they started, holy shit. Their brewery started in 1896, but I'm trying to think of when they got real popular. I want to say it's in the late 80s. But they got real big off of steam beer, which is also known as California Common. Which is where you'll see, if anybody does the style of beer anymore, they're calling it a California Common. They're not calling it steam beer.
Gotcha.
But basically, it's a lager yeast that is fermented at higher temperatures than normal.
Okay.
So it's like kind of like a cross between like a lager and an ale almost.
Right.
But yeah, a little hoppier, a little more flavor coming forward than a lot of the beers at that time, which were all just like those like pissy, watered down bullshit beers, overly sweet.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're drinking. They're drinking steam beer by Anchor.
Okay.
I don't know where they're getting it from because that brewery has since closed. But they came up on a warehouse of it and they're like, we're gonna be hip.
Right. Now, so you say that, yeah, it's been closed, but it looks like it was purchased by the founder of Chobani and reopened
Gross.
the original brewery. They received control permit, but 1 year after the announcement, no additional action. So yeah, they haven't really
they're
done
gone.
much. Exactly. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever seen that? If you look up Anchor Steam Beer, have you ever seen that 4-pack or that logo anywhere? It's pretty iconic.
Anchor Steam Beer. I can't say I have seen that. No.
All right. Well, I'll keep my eyes posted. If I can find
All
some,
right. We'll
I'll snag some for us. Try.
hell yeah, sick. Yeah, that's cool though. That's
yeah,
that's old school as shit. Yeah, that's super hipster for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. That's as hipster as my fucking suspenders I'm wearing right
Exactly.
now. And the bottle of Malort that I have right next to me.
Right. Yeah. Solid. All right, that seems like a really good choice. I like that. That was super cool. And super fun. All right, we picked 10 beers, 10 bands. We got them in the books. If you listen to these bands, you got to drink the beers because that's what they remind us of. So, no choice. Sorry.
All right, dude.
We figured it out.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Now we need to do an episode where we sit and we listen to these bands while drinking these beers.
And then do what? Just talk about the bands or just watch us get drunk live on the Riff Report? I'm not saying we're not going to do it. Yeah, perfect.
No.
Of course.
It's a concept. You never know. I don't know.
How about not necessarily our year in review, but for like some of our final episodes of the year, you know, hey, these are the ones that we did. Let's get together, do a beer extravaganza and see if we're right. See if those tastes do correlate with the bands. And maybe we change it up. Maybe we decide on a different beer. I don't know, but we're thinking right now, dude. The gears are turning, and I love that. That's super cool. I added my own little thing. You added yours. That's super cool. But for now, like I said, it's getting late. So let's wrap this up, bro. Let's see. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Always a great time. Always a pleasure chatting with you, Ryan, and just getting goofy. This is super fun. But for you listeners out there, check us out on YouTube. You're listening to this now on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed, do that, please. And if you just found this on the algorithm or, hey, we just got you into it, you can find us on YouTube at the Riff Report News. You want some clips or something? You want to follow our stories, see what we're posting, what we're sharing, shit like that? That is on Instagram at the.riff.report. And then on Tidal, we've got playlists. You can find the tracks of the week from our Wednesday episodes on there. And then just some rotators, some shit that we like. Get to know us a little bit better on Tidal, because that's where our music's at. And hey, that's a quick way to find out our personalities. Are we pieces of shit, or are we actually smart and know what we're talking about?
Figure it out. Of shit.
I low-key am too. It's all right. That's why we work well together, Ryan. But for now, stay loud, stay angry. We'll catch you in the pit.